Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Helen. Today we are going to make a versatile, smooth soup, which is cozy, comforting, and perfect for winter. And even better, you get to use up any leftover veggies. This is from our Budget Friendly Manifesto collection, and it's a great go-to for those busy weeknights or a nourishing lunch. Let's get started. Okay, so I've saved it on my weekly plan. You'll see it here in my cook today. We've got a really beautiful picture, a couple of pictures in fact, which kind of take you through different looks of the soup. It's always great to see the end product so you know what you're working towards. We're going to press start and it's listing our ingredients for us as always with guided cooking. So let's start with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We need about 25 to 30 grams of that. It's checking off my ingredients for me because I got the right amount. How cool is that? And we just want to put in our first lot of veggies. So this is actually our base flavor for this soup. It's a little bit of onion, garlic, shallots, leeks. You can do that. And this kind of sets you up. It's like the mirepoix. It gives you that depth of flavor. It adds a little bit of sweetness to your soup as well. So we're going to add about 170 to 200 grams of those mixed veggies. Now it's time to saute that off. And this only requires a little bit of time to saute. It's actually using our high heat temperature, which you can access now in our manual, manually in our mode section of the TM7. So it's got our time, temperature and speed. It's at about 140 degrees. We're going to hit play and it's now sautéing. What you'll notice with our high temperatures is that you can access gentle high heat or intense high heat. And the difference is gentle's for veggies like these ones. It kind of gives you a slow heating up process, whereas intense is for your meats because it gives you a real burst of high heat, simulating that searing that happens on in a pan on the stove. You can hear this sizzle, it's just a beautiful sound. Now, while this is actually sautéing for me, obviously I've got my hands free, so I can prep the remainder of the ingredients. I can look ahead and see what's the next step and get those ingredients ready. If I wanted to use the scale while I'm cooking, you can just scroll down from the middle center down, that's your cooking center. And it's showing my active recipe, but it also gives me access to the scales. So I could very well put a plate on here, tear it, and then weigh in my next ingredients. Makes prep super easy. Okay, that's sauteed it beautifully. It's given it just a little bit of color. Not a lot, we don't need a lot because it's going into a soup, but it's definitely gonna add, like I said before, that depth of flavor and sweetness. So what's next? We are going to now add our curry paste. Now this is an optional ingredient. It's only 2 tablespoons of your favorite curry paste. You can put curry powder instead if you like. I've just chosen a red curry paste. We actually have a recipe for this on Cookidoo, so you can absolutely make your own curry pastes if you want to. That way you know exactly what's gone in there. So 2 tablespoons of this. Could be a musselman curry paste if you prefer, or like I said, just a curry powder mix. We're going to saute it again, but just 2 minutes on 120 on speed 2. I wish you could smell this. The aromas in here are just amazing. It smells so delicious. All right, so now we're going to put in our vegetables, and this is the best part. It's a low waste recipe because you can use whatever vegetables you have on hand. I've just got some zucchini, some pumpkin, some sweet potatoes, some carrot. You can put parsnips, green peas, literally whatever veggie is in your fridge or pantry, you can chuck it in here. All right, we're going to pop in, it needs to be about 700 to 800 grams. And we actually now want to chop that up. And we're chopping it only for 5 seconds on speed 4 because we're cooking this and then we're blending it afterwards. It doesn't really need a huge chop. It doesn't need to be super fine. So that's given us a really nice rough chop because speed 4 and 5, that's kind of what you're getting. Have a look at that. Beautiful. Imagine doing that by hand. You'd be there for a lot longer than we were just then. I'm just scraping down the sides now. And now the remainder of the ingredients go in. So we want about 750 to 850 of water. Again, depending on if you like your soup a little bit thicker or a little bit thinner, you can determine whether you go to the lower end of that measurement or the higher end. We want 750. Doesn't matter if you go a little bit over. I'm on the lower end because I do like my soups nice and thick. Now we want to put our, what we call liquid gold, our vegetable stock concentrate. This is again a great way to use up other vegetables that you have, especially if they're looking a little bit sad. Pop them into a vegetable stock concentrate. Your consultant can actually help you with that at the delivery of your Thermomix or at a demonstration. We do have another video that highlights this no waste vegetable stock concentrate, so make sure you check that one out too. 1 to 2 teaspoons is all you need. We'll check that off. A little bit of salt and pepper again to taste. So this soup, it's got quite a bit of vegetable in there. We're going to cook it for 25 minutes, 100 degrees on speed 2. Now that our soup has finished cooking, one step left, and that is to blend it. We're going to blend it for about 1 minute 30 on speed 8 using our blend mode. And there we have it, our beautiful, creamy, versatile, smooth soup. Let's serve one bowl up here. And you can serve it with whatever you like, a slice of crusty sourdough. I'm going to pop in a few croutons. You could use pepita seeds if you like to. I've got a little bit of sunflower seeds and some nigella seeds. Just to give it that little burst of colour or contrast in colour. And who doesn't love a little bit of cream in their soup? I know I do. A simple soul-warming soup that's budget-friendly, nourishing and flexible to any veggie you have in the fridge. Make sure you share it with a fellow soup lover, and we'll see you next time. Stay warm.